Dear Principal, teachers, parents, and my dear students, this has been a year of contradictions. As we stayed cooped up in our homes, watching time trickle by at snail speed, a once-in-a-lifetime event was taking place in the outside world. And I am not referring to the virus, but the tremendous outpouring of generosity, innovation, and creativity in the world of education. Parents, school teachers, principals, and all stakeholders came together to ensure that this year was indeed a memorable one. The batch of 2020-21 will always be known for its resilience and adaptability. Today, we send you out into the world armed not just with an education, but with the confidence to take on any of the challenges that you may encounter along the way. Your teachers and I wish you all the very best. God bless you always.
Greetings to you, my dear students, parents, teachers, and well-wishers. I'm so happy to be able to talk to you, albeit in the virtual meeting. We have had the journey of the past few years together, and what a journey it has been. Some of you I have seen since you were toddlers, young, sweet, innocent, naughty little children, and I have watched you grow and transform into mature young adults, filled with confidence and poise, ready to take on whatever challenge the world throws at you. I'm sure your parents must be wondering, where have all the interim years gone? It seems like only yesterday that they dropped you off on your first day of school, and everyone was wondering who was more teary-eyed. Was it the child or the parent? Of course, they must be so proud now as they watch you graduate. To say that this last year was turbulent is to put it mildly. So many paradigm shifts have happened in the way we do things. Still, it was a tremendous year of learning. We learned to be comfortable with uncertainty. Every day brought new data, new reports, new research, and new reactions to all this data. We learned that we had to be in a constant state of alert and not take anything for granted. We learned to be in the moment and be positive in spite of all the distressing things we may have seen, heard, or read. We realized we are strong, resilient, and empathetic. We understood the importance of family. We cherished the moments we spent together. Who would have thought that we would have got so much time together? Especially this is true for you children who are ready to fly the coop, who would have left home in a few months. And I'm sure these last few months together would make a special memory and something that you and your parents will cherish completely. The thing we missed most throughout this period was the social interactions that we had with people. We are and always will be social beings who thrive on the in-person interactions. This is in keeping with the ancient African philosophy of Ubuntu. I am because we all are. Each of us can prevail or prosper only when everyone around us does so too. Just like herd immunity that we've heard so much about. This works on the premise that when a large number of people develop immunity, either through vaccination or otherwise, then the spread of the disease slowly stops. Basically, all for one and one for all, as the saying goes. All these learnings take a lifetime to understand and internalize, but we've all learned it in the space of a year. That makes this a valuable year indeed. Let's always look at the brighter side of things. Sure, you missed out on regular campus life. You did not have the fun that you should have. And I wish it wasn't that way. But you did complete your course. You became digital citizens completely. You managed to participate in a large number of competitions, including mine. You organized a bunch of guest lectures. You had Teachers' Day organized for the teachers, which they were most appreciative of. And you curated the most amazing music concert. Just yesterday I had somebody from Bombay tell me that they were so impressed with your talent and the way you had put it together. Kudos to you all. You are headed now to go on to college and fulfill your dreams. I'm sure everyone has told you about how college days are the best days of your life. And it is true. It is the time when you get to focus on your goals, but you also have the time to participate in all the varied experiences that college might have to offer. Of course, initially, you might feel a little overwhelmed seeing all those smart, bright students around you who have worked just as hard to get into the same college. But let me assure you that they are looking at you and feeling the same threat. Don't worry. I know you can make it with a little help from your friends. Believe in yourself. There will be a lot of hard work. There will be deadlines to meet, projects to submit, assignments to give up, tests, exams, so much more. Enjoy the process of learning. Another thing that the pandemic has taught us is that learning can never stop. All of us, including people like myself, have had to learn so many new skills, learn to use new apps and gadgets, learn to figure out ways to make working from home effective, learned how to change track completely. There are professions that have got obsolete in this time and other new ones that are thriving. Welcome change. Learn to adapt to the change and shift gears. Don't worry. I'm sure you can do it all. The greatest friends that you can ever make are the ones you make at school and college. These are the people you grow up with. Not just in years or in height. It is also emotional. You do crazy things together. You make mistakes together. You may argue once in a while. You might even agree to disagree. But through it all, you will build fabulous relationships that you can rely on. You will expand your mind and create remarkable memories. Find your spark. Something that you love deeply and passionately. Something that can keep you engrossed for hours and put you in the zone. It could be music, art, philosophy, math, or even research. Anything at all. Whatever it is, it will make your everyday more beautiful, more meaningful, and more joyful. You stand on the threshold of life. As we send you forth on your journey, remember that you take a piece of us with you. We look forward to hearing of all your successes. Because for a teacher, nothing gives her greater happiness than to see her students achieve their dreams. Congratulations and all the best. Thank you.
We dare to know and As a graduate of PRIMUS Public School, wherever my life may take me, I will use my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my abilities for the well-being of my communities and for the advancement of learning and public good. In all my dealings, I will endeavor to be known as a person of honor and repute, ever seeking to earn the peace of good conscience.
Greetings, Madam Principal, teachers, parents, and my dear friends. I have been fortunate enough to be a part of this school, or should I say community, for about 12 years now. Throughout this journey, I have been through a roller coaster of emotions, a myriad of good and bad experiences, and tons of learning curves. This may be a very cliche, overheard statement in a graduation day speech, but I really mean when I say that PRIMUS has become a second home to me. I have transformed tremendously as a person. I mean, we all have at some point in our teenage years, but I can say without a doubt that there are some lessons I would never have been able to learn if not for my teachers and friends. Our teachers who provided me the solace of being able to confide in them about every problem I faced, who go out of their way to make us better people and teach us life lessons that stick with us throughout. When I was going through some terrible life-changing events, PRIMUS became a place of comfort, where laughing with my friends and chatting with my teachers made all my troubles and worries disappear. Not to mention the countless field trips, like the one where we watched Jurassic World in the theatre, and the OBLs where we stayed up all night sharing scary stories. And who can forget Founders Day, where we got to display our talents and bonded with students of other grades. I would like to thank our teachers for allaying our fears during assessments by providing us with some much needed motivation. And of course, my dear mother, who single-handedly raised me for the past 8 years and always supports me, inspires me, and never failed to attend a single school event despite her busy schedule. I am truly honored to be in a batch of such talented, smart, and respectable peers who have inspired me in countless ways. All those arguments and projects and team-building activities have brought us closer together and created an unspoken bond that I'm sure will last for many years to come. I will definitely miss PRIMUS's friendly environment and all the memories I've made here. And how can I forget those infamous chicken rolls where we would flock the tuck shop to buy. Having said this, I am super excited, as I'm sure you all are, for what lies ahead. Here's to following our hearts and reaching the stars. Thank you.
Under the circumstances, I think it's quite fitting to begin with, gosh dang, that was one heck of a year. Unless you were a member of the Simpsons script team, I reckon you didn't see 2020 coming either. I, for one, expected to spend this year with my friends, joking about college and board exams until everything seemed less immense. Instead, we witnessed ourselves morph into darkness-dwelling gremlins with no semblance of a sleep schedule. But hey, we survived 2020. Congratulations to us. If there's anything that these 10 months of wandering my house like a stressed ghost have taught me, it's that these 13 years at PRIMUS have been the best of my life. As a sage old 12th grader, I am just now beginning to realize how much they shaped me and how much I owe to everyone I have ever encountered in this school. From teachers who inspired me when things seemed impossible, to friends who made every day an adventure. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. In the end though, it's not the big things that put a smile on your face at odd moments. It's not the investitures or the quizzes or the fests, although those are all splendid. It's the small things, you know? Like playing tic-tac-toe or Connect 4 with your friends every time a teacher announced a free period, hanging out on the lawn in lunch break, the entire class giggling at an inside joke that was either too silly or too crude for the teacher to understand, barely avoiding setting things on fire in the chemistry lab, messing around with the rest of your grade before assembly in the multi-purpose hall, a teacher pausing class to tell an inspiring story, even just the feeling of enjoying a great lesson or a great class discussion, passing a paper chat to your best friend underneath the table. These memories are going to tide us forth into the next chapter of our lives. It's a new, exciting, and frankly terrifying chapter, but I think that everything we have learned from this fantastic school and our wonderful teachers will help us face any challenge we may encounter with strength and dignity. I will always remember Primus not just as a school, but a home that let me grow into the person I am today. It's been an honor knowing every single one of you, from people I've been friends with since we were toddlers to people I met just 2 years ago. On behalf of the entire Neve class, I would also like to give a special thank you to the PUC teachers. Your strength, kindness, and understanding helped us get through 2 of the most difficult years of our lives. We are incredibly grateful for all you did for us. To the class of 2021, we did it. We survived a pandemic in our pajamas, and despite the sheer chaos of last year, I think we're all going to turn out fantastic. All the very best, and may the force be with you.
So this brings us to the end of our graduation ceremony. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all those who made this possible. Thank you, dear students, for making this celebration possible. A big thanks to all the parents for supporting the students and the school in every way and enabling us to have them in school for Caps in the Air ceremony. Thank you, teachers, for putting this together and making this important celebration possible even during these trying times. Thanks to our IT manager and the entire admin team for supporting us with the logistics. I would like to extend my special thanks to Ms. Anamika, our PUC team lead, for having planned this event so beautifully and making this a memorable event for our graduating batch. As always, a big thanks to our dear principal, Mrs. Anuradha Krishnan, for all her guidance, support, and showing us the way forward. We wish the batch of 2020-21 every success in all the future endeavors. All the best, students. Thank you.